How's your week been? How do you
Typical
feel?
woman.
How's your week been, Ryan? How do you feel going into a race that you've obviously had great success in?
Well, it's all new year. I mean, there's a lot of new things going on, and just excited to be back doing what we're doing here at Stewart-Haas Racing with the U.S. Army. And I think we have a good car. We proved that in qualifying, and we were good on speed. We just have to make the drive good. And today on Wednesday starts all that, so we'll see how that goes.
Guys seem like they understand the fine line between bumping and then chaos. Can you just not in the corners? Is that a no bump zone?
We've always understood that. We just don't like it when it's controlled by other people. We have the wheels and the pedals, so we should be able to control it. If we don't, we can be talked to, but not told what to do. So it's all good in my respect. I think the shootout was a different style of race than what we've seen with the cars, and I think that Daytona is very much a handling racetrack, and we'll see who can handle it best.
What are you expecting from the guys that haven't been on the track yet?
I think there's going to be a lot of guys that going to get their eyes open up to what the cars drive like, what they feel like. Conditions are pretty good for not just speed but the handling. So we'll see who can control them and who can't.
Last year's Speed Week struggle, do you think that anything that happens this weekend is just a breeze compared to the engine and the two cars that you lost?
Well, I mean, it's kind of business as usual, but it's the start of the season, so there's a lot of excitement around it. And obviously, it's a big race, so I'm pretty excited about it. We didn't have the Bud shootout that we wanted to have, but we gained some experience and some experience other teams don't have. So I feel like we have some more information, and we've got a year of information which we didn't have at this point last year, so that's probably more important.
So, Jeff Gordon was saying he was hearing rumors of green-white checkered. If green-white checkered fails, then a green checkered. So another go at it if you guys can't make it to the
I think what they're talking about is just one more shot at a green-white checkered if we haven't got to the white yet, because that's the way the green-white checkered policy works anyway. So instead of having one stab at it, they give us two stabs at it, and there's chances that we'll have a little bit more racing, a little bit different outcome, but it'll be a checkered flag finish for the fans, which is what ultimately is all about. So I understand the perspective of it. I just don't know if it's going to happen or how it will happen.
Do you want it to happen though, from your perspective? Because
I think every time we can end a race, at the checkered flag at speed, then it's great for the fans, and that's what ultimately it's all about.
Even if it causes more wrecks or,
Drivers control the race cars. It's we can crash in the first lap, we can crash in the last lap, and it's up to us to decide when.
Right, how different is the rule just to the plate? What difference does that make to you as you try to separate from people?
The bigger plate's just more speed, and the more speed means handling is more important, and it's harder to hold it wide open. So this is a track where it seems like you're right on that edge, at least part of the run, for trying to hold it wide open. And it's I don't think it really changes the outcome. It just changes the way you race a little bit.
what's the difference between having a first year with the team and a second year with the team? How does it affect your goals for the season?
Our goals are still the same for this season in respect to what we did last year. We want to make the chase. We want to win the championship. Everybody you ever talk to is probably going to say that. But I think that we've increased our communication. We've changed some people around, and we've got a notebook to rely on that we didn't have last year. I mean, Tony Gibson and I, it was kind of go as you go, and learn as you go. And we did a lot of great things last year. We didn't win a race, which is obviously one of our goals this year. But in general, just to go out there and have fun and do better than we did last year. That's what our I said. I kind of joked about it from an engineering standpoint. 2 points define a line, and without that second point, we don't know what the success of Stewart-Haas is going to be like. So this year is very important for not just our team, but the entire organization.
Are you starting a new workout routine, or is that like a one-time thing? I saw Chrissy sent me on Twitter that she's going to get a workout or something.
Oh yeah, she's probably the. We actually did a little working out, and I'm not big on that. So I mean, yesterday I was in the brush. I got scratches all over my hand chasing a wild boar. So I'm not typically a workout guy in the gym, and we went swimming. So she's, I guess, telling my stories.
You don't, I mean, it hasn't affected you over the years, obviously. I mean, you're still in decent shape enough to drive a race car. So do you think that that's ever going to be something that you do personally?
I think it's important to be physically fit, and I think everybody's definition of physically fit is obviously different, but I don't necessarily feel like I need to go in the gym and pedal a bike or run on a treadmill. I like doing things outside. People ask me if I work out. I say, yeah, I work outside all the time. So and first 3 letters of the word diet are DIE. So I don't want anything to do with that. So I'm just I do my thing. I try to be coherent with or understanding of what I'm doing to my body, and that's what I do.
So what is the Ryan Newman definition of physically fit?
I don't feel like I'm physically fit 100%. I feel like I'm physically fit to drive the race car. I don't feel like I give up anything there. I mean, I probably a little overweight, and I've got plenty of muscle. I don't have a lot of stamina, but the race car doesn't require a lot of stamina, so I feel like I'm good. You good? You feel like you're good? What's your definition?
No, I was just curious what your definition
Well, I
was.
gave you mine in front of everybody. You give me yours.
I think your wife's definition is probably more on it.
No, what's yours? You work out? What do you do?
Why? This isn't about me.
Well, it was about me there for a second, so it should be about you. Turn the camera, please.
No, I know.
Come on, this could win you an ESPY.
I don't think I'm eligible.
I don't think she is.
Well, you could be.
I think by definition I'm not eligible for it. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Jeff was very honest when we asked him about Danica's move to the Nationwide. He said, you know what, I don't think she should do it probably, but I understand if I was in her shoes, I probably would. Any thoughts on her move to the Nationwide?
I guess she's doing what she's doing, and she's doing it for her reasons. So, our opinion doesn't really matter. I think, it'll be a different level of excitement for the race because of that. But, it's all good. It doesn't matter to me.
Do you welcome the attention she brings to the sport?
Oh yeah, I mean any kind of attention, whether good or bad, seems to be good for our sport. I mean, you look at the first race on TV, there was a fight, and now we get our hands slapped for fighting. So, I mean, I think any kind of attention is good.